Throughout time, railroads have had to find different ways to look different from their competitors. Rather it be flashy gold and silver, futuristic logos, or pinstripes, railroads have always found a way to look different. And the Illinois Central is no different. So without further ado, welcome to History of the Design of the IC. On January 16th, 1836, the Illinois General Assembly incorporated the Illinois Central Railroad. Zadok Casey later introduced a bill giving a land grant to the Illinois Central Railroad from the Ohio River to Chicago and later further on. And on screen now is IC's first logo. No, I'm not joking. It's literally just this. You can Google it. I'm actually not even joking. The early IC steamers were similar to a lot of other railroads. They had the railroad's name on the side of the cab and the number of the engine on the tender. These were typically painted in yellow, gold, or white. The IC steamer schemes mostly stayed the same throughout time, although eventually they completely switched to white lettering. Then, of course, the diesels were retired, and then came the diesel era. Some of the first mainstream IC diesels were E7s, which had the very popular chocolate paint scheme, with the brown and orange. But hang on, I think I missed a part of the story. The Green Diamond was one of the first streamlined trains in the United States, as well as one of the first diesels. The power was Illinois Central 121, which pulled the Green Diamond and was very notable for its green paint scheme, and it pulled one of the IC's most iconic trains. Along with this new train being introduced in 1936, came a new logo, which is now known as the Green Diamond. This logo was in mainstream on the IC up until 1966, along with this very popular paint scheme. In 1966, they came out with the split rail logo. For a while, they didn't switch out the logos on the sides of their diesels, and the scheme was very boring with just a number, a stripe, and the logo. But then came the Gulf Mobile and Ohio. Throughout the 1970s, railroads were experiencing financial troubles, and a lot of them merged, like the Penn Central and the Burlington Northern. And the GM&O and the IC were no different. In 1972 came the Illinois Central Gulf, and now the slanted rail logo is on the nose. Their new paint scheme was known as the creamsicle due to it being orange and white. The scheme also featured the Illinois Central Gulf name being featured in the white area. What's this scheme here, you may be asking? Well, the Illinois Central Gulf eventually started painting units like this. And along with that came a new logo. And this logo is actually kind of interesting. It actually spells out IC in the logo. Right there is a dot and a lowercase I, and there's the C in the rail. In 1988, they dropped the Gulf from the name, just making it Illinois Central. Along with that came a new paint scheme, the Death Star. Along with that came a new logo, and that scheme has stuck since. Although IC no longer exists as it was bought out by CN, you can still see some original paint IC units roaming around the rails today.